Pickaxe.
Join us at patreon.com/castparty for a whole plethora of exclusive goodies. 5-day early access to every Cast Party episode, including Nocturne, ad-free episodes, behind-the-scenes info, exclusive bonus monthly one-shots, access to our community Discord, where our community plays D&D games together, has game nights, and hosts so much more, all for less than the price of a single cup of coffee per month. Aren't convinced? Try out a free trial. 7 days free to check out the content that we offer only exclusively on our Patreon. Patreon.com/castparty. Support your favorite D&D podcast, all while getting some awesome perks. Patreon.com/castparty. See you there, casting crew.
Welcome, cast and crew, back to Nocturne, A Curse of Strahd Tale. My name is Ryan McManus, and I will be your director for today. You can find me running the Cast Party socials at Cast Party D&D or on my personals at rye.mcmanus. And I am joined today by my anonymous cast and crew ready to embark on a masquerade. We have Vince.
Hi, Vince Perino playing Theren, Man of Hope, seeking a way out of this masquerade and dancing.
We got Christian.
Hey, what's up? I'm Christian. I'm playing Enzo, big guy with a cat who likes to dance. So it's going to be an interesting combo.
The Bella the Ball. We got May.
I was not just drinking directly out of the wine bottle. My name is May, and I'm playing Zielle. And I just have one thing to say today. Fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we ball.
And in a more real sense, fuck it, we live.
Let's hope so, because back for his 23rd intro, we have Jose.
Hi everybody, my name's Jose. I'll be playing Alizzato, a individual that I don't think has ever actually danced. So we'll see how this goes tonight. You can follow me on all socials at DMJoseG. But tonight, we ball.
And ending the ball, we have Betty.
Hey, my name is Betty, and I play Dahlia, your constellation of melancholia. And you can find me on socials at Betty the Beholder. This is going to be a lot of fun and super traumatizing, so let's do it.
And isn't that why we're all here? Let's make this quick so we can get to the ball. Dahlia saw a body at the lake after the last werewolf did fall. Drawn to its presence, she dove right in, only to emerge elsewhere and a moon on the horizon. Cade wanted to speak to her about her long-lost friends that he can finally let go if she wants their stories to end. Some cleanup at the tower. Theren remembered the dead man, harassing villagers, but not in the realm where you stand. You packed up quick and hit the Blue Water Inn to plan out Castle Ravenloft and what lies within. You all headed to bed and awoke the next morning anew to find a carriage parked outside with your outfits hanging from the roof. We are starting with Enzo and Alizzato. It is the morning of the ball, and you are emerging back onto the streets of Vallaki as you make your way towards the Blue Water Inn, only to both of you meet up at the same time out front to witness this pitch black ebony carriage. It is strikingly intricate in its details, though has no rider to guide the two horses that carry the carriage.
I know that Enzo hasn't seen this before. As I look at this insane thing, am going to look to Alizzato to try and get a read on whether or not it looks like he has seen this thing before.
Do you see Alizzato just very much like eyebrows fully furled in? He's listening to you, but his eyes are like tracing all of the little details around the carriage. From the lack of communication, you would gather that, yeah, I've seen this before.
And I think for that reason is going to saddle up to you and go, so we're riding in this to the ball?
Alizzato keeps staring and then kind of turns to you, breaking away that emotion, not allowing himself to settle in it, and then just turns to her and goes, or we could walk.
Enzo's just going to shrug his shoulders. Probably be easier for you because you can fly. So, sorry, it's early for me, and so I'm not fully conversational yet. We'll talk more in the carriage, I'm sure.
Believe so. And I believe these are our outfits. What a very, very extravagant way of showcasing them out to everyone. I don't think Zielle would be happy if this was the way in which they were actually delivered.
It's a little hard to see directly through, as they do have that wrapping around of plastic between each one to make sure they're protected. It's still opaque. You can see, though not the exact intricate details that Gilly actually spent time on into these outfits. You can get a vague shape, color scheme, but they are still on display.
I'll just kind of look at them, look to Enzo, and then I'll just go, all right, best be on our way inside, retrieve the rest, and get on this magical carriage.
Enzo kind of gives it a glance with a more nervous trepidation, turn and head inside with all that nervous energy bundling up.
I'll follow.
As you guys enter the Blue Water Inn, the one question I have for Zielle is, did you sleep in this morning?
No. I mean, well, here's the thing. I sleep for 4 hours. So
That is true.
I don't think so. I think she probably doesn't sleep much. I mean, it's like hard to go to sleep. So maybe she's a little late getting up, but it's not like she slept more.
Where would we find all of you this morning?
Well, I'm in my room with the door open to my party members. Probably getting ready, I guess.
Dahlia, you had a room to yourself.
I did have a room to myself. Although I think this is what Dahlia did all night. She did her little meditation, her 4 hours, right? And then she just looked at her. She's just staring at herself in the mirror. Has been trying to figure out what to do with her face for the ball. Because she knows like makeup is a thing, but she's not like in the ideal environment to explore different makeup options. But you know who would know about makeup is Zielle. So she's going to leave her room after staring at herself for the last 6 hours. And knock on your door, Zielle. Knock, knock, knock.
Man, it's just open. You can still knock on it, but you just see her sitting on the ground in front of her mirror.
Yeah, she'll just do like the shy knock thing where the door's open, but you're like, hey, how y'all doing? Right. Good morning.
Morning. You ready?
I was hoping that you might help me with that. I know you are very busy getting ready, and I don't want to take any time away from you doting on yourself, but I don't know what to look like. So I was hoping you might help.
She jumps to her feet, tries not to grin too big. And here, come over here, and she'll grab your shoulders and like gently guide you to in front of the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, what were you thinking for hair?
It's so long and unkept. There's like twigs at the bottom, and she'll just kind of like pull at it until you can see the bottom. I don't know. There's like a squirrel living in it. Like she has no idea what's going on with her hair. She has no clue.
Do you trust me?
Implicitly, yes.
I will turn her away from the mirror so she's just facing me, and then I'll step around behind to start working on her hair. Zielle thinks she has beautiful long hair in such a unique color, so we're going to leave it at least half down, but we're going to add some braids in a sort of half-up style, or so part of it pulled back so it's out of her face. She's ready to go. She can't hide behind it. Hopefully that's okay. But you can see her beautiful face. So she'll add some little braids, and then I will step in front of Dahlia. Makeup. See, I mean, here's the thing: is I don't think you need much because you're very fortunate to be naturally pretty. So I think let's just, and she'll like go into her little palette like she's calculating, and then she'll smudge her finger in a color and like gently smudge it on your eyes. It's like a sparkly silver. It's like kind of sheer, so it's more just adding a little shimmer.
Love.
And maybe a little on the lashes. I'll do a little curl on the lashes. Okay. And, ooh, you know, it'd look really good. Wait. Blue. Your dress is blue and dark, like the night sky?
Yeah.
How about this? We'll just do, you don't need a lip color like I do to draw all the attention to myself. We'll give you something more natural. And she gives you like a pretty, like, nude pink lip. And here, you can take this with you, put it in your pocket, and then if you drink or eat things, you just do a little dab after, and you're good to go.
Thank you.
And ready? And she'll turn you around to the mirror. Ta-da!
Dahlia, I don't think has maybe ever seen herself dolled up. She's gonna take some of the eyeshadow and like smudge it on her finger to like look at the sparkles. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, do you think we need more sparkles? We can always do more.
Yes, please. I love the sparkles.
Okay. She'll do another layer on the eyes so they're more sparkly and a little highlight on the cheeks so your cheeks will sparkle under the right light. And then she'll give you the palette in case you want to add anything.
Oh, I have no idea what to do with this. And she'll push it back toward you.
All right. I think we're set.
Theren, can you give me a Constitution saving throw?
Me?
He's hearing this.
Yeah.
He's like, God help me.
21.
Okay.
The chitter chatter coming from this open door, knowing that you are right next door. It's getting to you and you're grinding your teeth, though you hold that sigh in.
The two of you will hear the lightest little knock at the door. You see Baron sticking his head into the door.
Morning, Baron.
He's going to give you just a little, with his one hand, just follow.
I think we have to get someone else ready now, Dahlia.
Oh, yes, this will be fun.
He's pulling both of you to the door that is now partially ajar. He pushes it open, and you see inside, Theren is standing in front of a mirror, and he's almost completely naked, just wearing lower, basically shorts. You see that he's playing with his wet hair. It looks like that he bathed. And he's playing with his hair, and you see he's really struggling with it, looking in the mirror, and he's just grumbling to himself.
I'm not saying anything. I'm standing in the doorway.
I'm going to lean over to Zielle. How long should we let this go on for?
A little longer.
I agree.
He punches the wall next to the mirror.
Oh, okay. All right. That's enough.
Hi, Theren.
What are you doing in here? Baron! God damn it!
He's helping you. Why are you cursing at him?
Nobody was supposed to come in when I was like this.
Okay. First of all, we'll start with clothes. You need to put on clothes because the outfits are not in here, and you can't go outside like that. That's a good start.
I was planning on putting my armor back on.
Armor?
Theren, I think you're going to look very dashing at the ball.
What does that mean? Fast?
It means good. You're going to look lovely.
It'll be a cinch. Literally, you'll be cinched in. Can I help you with this? And she gestures at your hair.
The most stern, adamant, I really don't want to do this, but turns away from you. Also has no problem being dressed the way that he is in front of the both of you.
What will make you feel the best? Do you want your hair out of your face? Do you want more intricacy?
Out of my eyes.
Oh, we're cleaning him up. We're going to do a little low bun, it's all going in the bun. So it's out of his face, and we'll probably add a little braid. Great, that's fine. And it's okay that your hair is wet. It's all back. It'll dry eventually. And it's out of your face. Ta-da! Now we can see your face, your pretty face.
Theren, would you like sparkly eyeshadow? It will make you feel very beautiful.
I didn't even think about that. Go get the palette. I'll hold him down.
Dahlia runs out of the room and goes, get the palette. Yeah.
Dahlia, as you run out of your room, you notice Enzo and Alizzato opening the door to the Blue Water Inn and waltzing in for the morning.
Hello, good morning, friends.
Where's Theren?
We're about to put eyeshadow on him.
I just kind of relax, and I just look at Enzo. They're gonna put eyeshadow on Theren. Ooh. Can I watch?
Please. I'm sure he'd love that.
Wonderful. Like an excited dad, just ooh. And I just scurry up.
Same. I was going to say, yeah, Enzo's in the same exact, excited dad was exactly what I was going to say. A little shuffle up the stairs.
Dahlia brings the palette back in.
Okay, perfect. So let's see. You have, she looks at Theren and she realizes she's used to dealing with fair, cool toned skin or olive tones. Those are usually the two, but his skin is purple. So this is new. Purple is a cool color. Yeah, we'll go with silver, even though I personally prefer gold for myself, but everyone's different. We'll just do this little shimmer. Close your eyes. Close them. Theren?
Closes one.
I have some sparkles on it. They're very it's very translucent. So it's not it's not this thick layer of silver or glitter or anything like that. It's just under certain light, you will see just this slight little sparkle. So it's kind of subtle, but it's gonna look so good. Okay, other eye. Dip. Okay, what do we think? And she turns around to, I guess, everyone now?
Suddenly more people,
I like the idea that Theren didn't know the other two were there and just turns around to an audience.
I'm blocking him.
Yeah. Everyone in the doorway just packed together tightly, onlooking.
Just immediately start yelling at Baron.
Zielle, you have outdone yourself, Theren. You look like starlight, my boy.
Aw, look at his face. And I'll like grab his face between my hands. And look at her face. And I grab Dahlia's face.
You could feel the rage just building in Theren when you touch him. The heat that is exhuming from him.
You do get warm easily. Okay. And then I touch Dahlia, who's like ice cold.
The stark contrast is crazy.
Oh. Ooh, my hands are tingly. Well, that's weird.
All of you look incredible.
Okay, we have to go outside now, Theren. Maybe a shirt.
I'll just start walking outside.
All right. I respect the confidence. Let's go.
It's early morning. Not a lot of people are out on the streets of Vallaki, though it is a bit chilly as the sky above is getting a little dark. Though, as you exit the inn, you see the carriage. The exact carriage that Zielle and Theren both took before going to brunch. Though, this time off the roof rack, right off the back, hang all of your outfits for the day.
I'll pass them out. Oh, this is for you, Ollie. Okay, and so everyone has their outfit. We've been in this carriage. It's not that big, right? Like, do we have to go back to our rooms to change, or?
As you took the outfits off the back of the rack, one of the doors closest to the inn flies open, and those who can peer inside, it is much, much different than last time. In fact, it's nearly 5 times the size.
Oh.
Before, you guys sat upon these black leather benches in the back of a carriage. Now you open the doors into your own miniature elegant mansion. You enter in a large gathering room, and you see 4 distinct closed-off doors with changing room written on a gold plaque on the door.
Oh, well, that answers that.
I don't know how to put this on.
Oh, I'll help.
Before going into the carriage, I'd probably find Danica and I'd ask her if I can have like a pitcher of water, because Alizzato still has that like charcoal kind of like smear on top. Take some of the water and like an animal, I just sort of like begin to wash off my face. I wipe it off completely. And for the first time, I guess everybody can actually like see my face. And then with whatever's still remaining, I just take my wet hands and I just run it through my hair and I just brush my hair back like a mane. And then I just turn around and it's just this kind of like rugged bottom, but like baby face from the top. Let's journey forth.
One note for you, Alizzato. As you were wondering about the bottom floor of the inn, running back in, you could not find Danica.
Oh.
There was a younger man manning the bar. No mention of Danica, and he almost seemed like he was fumbling around behind the bar. He wasn't sure where things were, what to do. It seemed like he was new to the establishment.
I'll take note of that for sure. I'll make it a point to say to Enzo, more because he's like from here, no Danica today.
Enzo frown. Who's back there then? The one you know?
I've seen him around. He covers on the off days when Danica's not there. But it's rare that he'll show up.
I don't like that today. Toss a look back at the bar, but decide against it and go into the mansion and find my changing room. Are they labeled? Do we have our own dressing rooms?
They are indeed, Enzo, and your name is nowhere to be seen. You see one for Zielle, one for Theren, one for Alizzato, and one for Tanis.
That one's gotta hurt.
We're not going to talk about that.
Dahlia, you can share with me.
Okay.
Like awkwardly slide over to Tanis's and open the door. He's doing the very, this isn't my room, but I have to use it. This is a sleepover type vibe. And then I'll just open it and I guess start changing.
As you all depart to your rooms, it is some time before one of you emerges, given how intricate these outfits truly are. Gilly did a number on all of them, and he did it quickly. But boy, the craftsmanship shows in each and every stitching about these outfits. What I would like to ask, as you hear the pitter-patter of rain atop the roof, and you can even feel the cart begin to move forward. You can feel it jostle slightly back and forth as thunder begins to crack in the distance. Who is coming out of the changing room first and would like to describe their masquerade outfit?
Out of the uncomfortable nature of it, I'd probably be the first one to like stumble out of the room. I guess what you'd probably see is Alizzato like struggling to put on this like emerald green cloak that he sort of like is pushing past his arms, and he is able to adjust with these brown bracers, but they're not brown. They have like a touch of like burgundy to them, and he's pouring them over as he's like finishing tying them up. Inside of the coat, you see there's the brighter emerald green, and there's almost like a borderline almost black undershirt that just goes up right to the center of the chest and then opens into like a deep V, and you just see like a bushel of red chest hair, scars all underneath. His hair is brushed all the way back. Instead of his two regular red eyes, you see one green and one red. Below the belt, there's like a sort of a smattering of different size belts, but all in that brown, dark leather kind of design, overlaying each other. And then a kilt, vibrant red kilt. I don't know if he'd be barefoot. He'd probably be barefoot. The coat on the outside very much looks kind of like his regular outfit, but there is if you notice it, there is almost like a layer of like green leaves is what it looks like, all just layered right on top of another, but pressed so tightly together that they just all form and looks like one uniform outfit. And when he steps outside, he's just kind of like, all right, this better be fucking worth it.
As you step out, while you wait for the others, there are couches, sofas, lounge chairs hanging about the gathering room that sits in the center of these 4 changing rooms. So you have all the time in the world to relax on the travels there.
Enzo comes out, and he is dripped out in this I would say the colors of the pieces are like very reminiscent of the night sky. It's a lot of very deep purples that fade into that regal blue. And it does even have some of that very subtle shimmering effect to it. All of the line work though, like on the collar and down the center of like the shirt, all of that is in gold. So he's got like a vest over a white undershirt with a thick collar that clasps with a blue belt that goes over that with like gold. And then he's got these nice blue dress pants that come into knee-high, it looks like riding boots. And then over top of that, he's got this very elegant looking, but I think also, I don't want to say weathered, but it's like a pelt almost cloak, or at least there's like a pelt element to it at the top, and then it flows down into some like more of that same night sky looking fabric at the bottom with a border in gold. But it's a very white sort of pelt at the top. On the right shoulder, there's what looks to be like a dragon's head clasp on the end of the pelt coming over and hanging down onto his chest. And then he's even got these little bracers that have little gold accents on them. And the last piece, so he comes out wearing all of this, adjusts the cloak, and he puts on these little gold-rimmed round glasses. And he'll look to Alizzato and just gesture to your outfit. And he goes, "You look great. I love this."
But you look so... And I just walk up to you, and I just look up to you, and I just kind of like with both hands just slightly pound your chest, and I go, "You look like a solid foundation of justice, Enzo."
Tears up a little bit, puts both hands on your shoulders, and just, "Thank you."
I hate my outfit. It's too tight.
It's got the kilt, though, and you've got the mobility. You can move around in that, right?
I'm not wearing anything under the kilt.
Look, when you look like that, you don't have to move. You know why? Everyone's moving to you, Alizzato.
Damn.
Yo, bro.
Damn.
Couldn't have said it better.
Inspiration.
I guess then legitimately, Alizzato doesn't say anything. He just kind of like takes a moment to be like, that was very well said.
Answer me this. Do the glasses make me look sophisticated? Presses him up with his middle finger. Sarah said they make me look sophisticated, and I was wondering, what do you think?
They make you look like you wouldn't engage, but the minute you take them off, you would rip someone's shoulder from their sockets.
He smiled. It's like a full ear-to-ear grin. Couldn't have said it better. Are the couches comfortable? He says as he flops into it. Oh, these are nice.
Just kind of like looking around, like there is just kind of that thing of like just somebody that hasn't really worn this kind of outfit in a while. So he's trying to get comfortable, but he's looking to you and he's low-key trying to mimic what you're doing. How can I just like be comfortable here?
Enzo's gonna look around and see if there's snacks.
Alizzato, on the side table next to the couch which you are lounging on, there are stuffed deviled eggs with black salt.
As I'm holding 4 in my hand, I just go, yeah, there's some eggs right here, Enzo.
Very excited dad shuffles over to the stuffed deviled eggs, grabs a couple, but not too many because he knows he's the second person out. So he grabs like 2, I think. Immediately slumps back into the couch. And if there were a TV, it would be that pose. Waiting for whoever's next.
And speaking of, who is next?
Get your ass out here, Theren.
You just hear from his room some shuffling. You hear some grumbling. And he just yells out to you guys. How do you know when the fucking thing is on right? You
don't!
It's terrible.
Hold on.
It's terrible.
That's me. I'm going to shuffle over and like knock on the door. Theren, do you need some help with your wardrobe?
Just take a step back.
I take a step back.
Kick the door open.
What you look like, boy?
This is all May. I told May because she is so excited for this. I'm like, you get to do whatever you want with Theren.
And I could have taken such advantage of that, but I am being so kind and respectful of what Theron's wishes would be if he had any idea what to do. Theron's outfit is primarily all black. It's kind of a little more Barovian style than like Avrosan. We got some little pointed shoulder pads. They're not too big, but they're like, to accentuate the shoulders. He looks very strong. Down into the waist silhouette is snatched. Because one thing is gender does not matter. We love a slutty waist on anyone. Snatched.
Goddamn right, Greg.
It's kind of like this tunic. It's got like more intricate, like there's some little silver detailing and even a tiny bit of green, which she chose to go with his eyes. It goes into like a tunic. Like it's longer than a shirt. It's not quite as long as like a kilt would be per se, and it splits in the middle. So he's got pants underneath, unless he put it on wrong. He's got some black pants underneath. And then definitely the other thing we love on everybody is some high boots. Let's see, and one shoulder has some feathers. We're going with the Barovian theme. There's some dark feathers. It's not anything like crazy. It's not like it's just a little like on the one shoulder to add a little asymmetrical flair. That's what we got.
Enzo, emerging from this doorway, you see Theren, dolled up.
Takes me a second because I have to readjust my glasses. It looks great. What are you having trouble with?
I come out and my legs are very straight and my arms are out to the side, almost like in A Christmas Story with Ralphie's brother.
In the fucking jacket?
The big coat.
It's tight.
Move around a little bit. It'll loosen up.
Let me look at you. Give us a turn. Come on, lad.
I do a little.
Look at him, Enzo. All dressed up, ready to dance.
He looks terrific, don't you? Oh, are you ready to dance? Do you know how to dance, don't you? Got a couple ready?
I've seen people dance.
Okay, that's a great place to start.
You look lively, my boy.
Thank you, my friend.
There are eggs and black shit on top of them. If you want, it's over there.
One thing I must say, though. Ollie, if you're to sit down again, please don't spread your legs.
No promises, lad.
And with that, we have Dahlia.
Wait, hold on, Dahlia. No, Dahlia, stay here. I'm gonna announce you.
Oh God!
Like this is practice for the ball.
Okay, what do I do?
Don't worry. You just. Oh my God, this is the cheesiest thing ever. Just be yourself.
What?
Just shh. Okay, hold on. And she like opens the door just enough to shimmy out in her gown and just kind of like keeps it cracked so no one can see inside. And she'll clear her throat. What you will see Zielle wearing, her secret dress that she didn't tell you anything about, is, to nobody's surprise, she has followed the sun motif and is wearing a gold ball gown. It has like a sun right dead center, and she's also wearing the pendant that's named, I forget. Her hair is mostly up in like a bun piled up on top of her head, but there are some tendrils kind of hanging down, but she also has this like sun crown, like these rays coming out of her head that kind of like blend in with her golden hair as well. And attention please, we have Miss Dahlia, the moon herself, light of our lives, arriving. And I'll open the door.
When you open the door, Dahlia is just standing there with a smile on her face. However, it is the most I am a doll in the corner that's going to kill you in your nightmares tonight smile ever. And she just kind of has her arms to the side. When the sun steps to the side, when the sun sets, you see the moon. She's wearing a gown that is all like a navy blue velvet. This is the first time you've probably ever seen her actual form. The white dress she normally wears is really, it doesn't fit. It's too big. It's very flowy. This is pretty snug on her. She's very gaunt. I mean, you knew she was kind of skeletal before, but like Zielle putting on this corset, the back panels would touch and it still was loose on her. She's just very, very gaunt. And the skirt is kind of layered. There's probably 3 or 4 different layers, all kind of cascading from the center. And on the seam on all of the layers it almost looks like starlight. It's really intricate beading that shimmers and shines in a really lovely way. The top of this dress is a crescent moon arcing downward to kind of frame her arms and her waist as she moves about the space. There are gloves that cover all the way down to her hands. They're opaque, so you can't really see her. And it's a turtleneck, so essentially none of her skin is exposed. She's not wearing her mask, but she kind of holds it to the side, and it looks like there's a long veil kind of cascading from the front and the back. So you can imagine when she puts this on, and the mask is in the shape of an upturned crescent moon, so it kind of mimics the opposite of what the structure of the top is. You can imagine when she puts this mask on, her kind of whole body is covered in this glittering navy fabric. And if you were to look closer at it, you would see that the kind of shimmery fabric of the veil that's attached to the mask has constellations sewn into it. How do I look?
I'm gonna cry.
Enzo just stands up. He's just full clapping.
Thank you. I've never worn anything like this.
I'll look to Theren, looking at both Zielle and Dahlia, and I go, you ever wonder where shooting stars fall once they finish their journey?
I think we found them.
I just give him a pat on the back.
He can't keep his eyes off Zielle.
I would like to look at the boys, please.
Boys perceived.
Yes. Yeah. Can I roll perception for the boys?
Perceived.
I think it's a nat 20.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Oh my. Oh, I can't believe it. We're the hottest people at the ball.
Thanks to you, Zielle.
No. This is all you guys.
No, technically it really is all thanks to you. Here, have an egg with black shit on top.
I hold one out to you the same way that I held one out to
Then
Theren.
when Enzo puts his out, Alizzato brings his back in and eats it.
Wait, is this the only? If I look past, is this the only food?
No.
Oh, okay.
We just didn't
Damn
look
it.
hard enough. Yeah, we just didn't look hard enough, yeah.
Deviled eggs is maybe a little bit too on the nose for me. Is there anything to drink yet?
Nothing to drink here, though there is a small little bowl of these midnight chocolate and raspberry truffles.
I have one of those. Anyone else? Chocolate for luck. I distribute them.
Absolutely.
Here, Theren, you have to cheers anyways. She hands you chocolate.
He'll take it from you.
Chocolate for luck. She holds it out to cheers.
Cheers.
As the chocolates connect in the middle of this elegant gathering room, you feel the cart suddenly come to a jolting stop as you arrive at Castle Ravenloft. Even just looking out the windows, you can see that you are somehow first in line, and you have a dozen or so other carriages lined up behind you.
Wait, can I make something clear? I have a question.
Yeah.
We're not, early, are we? I wouldn't have let that happen.
No, you're not early.
Okay, thank you. I just want to make sure.
As the door swings open facing Castle Ravenloft, you can even see people gathering inside the Great Hall, wandering off to their left. You can see they start to ascend up a staircase, though there is a doorman standing at the front with a group of individuals as they each begin to hand over their invitations. Welcome, invitations, please, out one and all, no invitation, no entry. As you see a woman walks up. This must be a mistake. Check the list. My name is Marie Pierre Chouchon. My name must be on there. I seem to have misplaced my invitation. No invitation, no entry. So sorry. No list, no nothing. As she, in a huff, you see this woman in a fur-lined long gown. It's of orange and red fur with this obnoxiously poofy white fur wrapped around her shoulders. And you can see what looks like a red panda mask as she turns away from you in a huff, her brows furrowed as she begins to walk to one of these carriages parked on the side of the courtyard. As the doorman calls over to you. Next, please. Invitations, one and all.
We'll go last, and she'll like loop her arm in Dahlia's.
Dahlia's just gonna put her mask on so that her face and essentially entire visage is kind of concealed and just kind of step behind Zielle, hoping that she blends into the black.
Seeing them do that, whoever's next to me, I'll kind of awkwardly look over at them and put my arm out.
Enzo, yeah, just like slowly puts his arm in yours, but he's also putting the mask on his face because he's terrified of people looking at him and realizing he's not Tanis. As soon as he's got his arm through yours, adjust and get like really comfortable. So then he's just escorting you in. I hold out my other arm for Alizzato.
I take it and then I just immediately say, you think Dahlia will be all right? I can turn myself into a small rat, fit in your pocket. She could take my invitation.
It's too late. They've already seen you.
Fuck.
Just act natural.
All right. Alizato's like sweating. I guess Enzo notices I'm clutching his arm extra tight, but I'm like trying to keep my composure. Just like, all right, okay. All right, looking forward and then looking to the side and looking forward again.
Squeeze his arm a little bit, trying to give you some like confidence as he's walking up. And then with his hands caught in the middle as he's escorting both of you, he'll awkwardly shift one of his hands and pull out his invitation from his cloak. Try to hand it over as we approach this doorman.
As you approach this pale man, he has piercing yellow eyes and this long graying, almost ashen hair, full suit and tie, dressed to the nines for the occasion as his hand outstretched to you. Invitations, thank you. One. Next. You seem to be accompanied by two other people. Please, invitations, we have to keep the line moving.
Gesture with both arms to hey.
Oh, did Zielle have mine? No, it's right here. I got it. Here you are.
The doorman looks over to begin to grab your invitation and rolls his eyes at you, Alizzato. Next.
I pull mine out.
Next, please.
Okay, so I'm on the side of the doorman. I'm going to hand him the envelope, say thank you, and we are just walking in. We're just walking ahead. It's like the you know where you're going, you're acting like you're supposed to be there.
Confident. Yeah.
Thank you.
Give me a performance or a deception check, your choice.
Guidance. You're guided. Congratulations. I've given you guidance.
Love that for me. This is fine. I got a 17. I'll use my little guidance.
Go for it.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
As you hand over the invitation to this bony man's hand, he begins to cock his head as he clearly sees Dahlia's veil stretching out behind you. The stark contrast between the yellow and her dress is very, very noticeable. Before he begins to speak, though, sees Zielle across the invitation as he raises a finger, but next, please.
Told you guys it'd be easy.
Smacking Zielle's side. We did it.
As you all begin to enter the castle, it is not hard to think of your previous visit here. How new Barovia was to you all back then, what you learned at brunch, or even just knowing the last time you were here, Tanis was walking side by side with you. You see the same cobwebs stretching between the columns that support the vaulted ceiling of a great dusty hall, dimly lit by sputtering torches and iron sconces. The torches cast odd shadows across the faces of 8 stone gargoyles squatting motionlessly on the rim of the domed ceiling.
We're at the ball, guys.
This is crazy.
Cracked and faded ceiling frescoes are covered by decay. Double doors of bronze stand open to the east, directly in front of you, revealing a long hall. This is an area you did not see before the last time you were here for brunch, though the doors at the end of this hall are closed, halting you from going any further into the castle. A lit hallway to the south contains another set of bronze doors, which, again, are open and you all know lead to the dining hall. You also recall, however, from your last visit, that there is a small hallway running east from the dining hall doors that lead to a spiral staircase that both go up and down. Though breaking the silence of your thoughts, a elf with brown skin and long black hair in a perfectly pristine suit descends the wide staircase to your north with upbeat yet haunting melodies flowing behind him. He wears a gray cloak over his one shoulder with the emblem of Strahd, the symbol of Ravenloft, holding it to his chest as a polished scimitar hangs from his belt. You remember this man. This was the driver back at the Sare Pool when you went for brunch. Welcome, honored guests. The party awaits. This way, please. If you will follow up the stairs.
Just walking. Can I make a perception check?
Absolutely. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
I want to observe. I want to look around, but no need for that. Well, actually, it's a 2 + 7, so it's a 9.
Wandering into this enormous castle that you have frequented recently, though from a higher vantage point as a raven. This hall in front of you wasn't open the last time you were here. The one thing you do see down the long hall directly in front of the main castle doors is plenty of mannequins. Though the detail from here as you are guided up the stairs is a little hard to testify. Though as you ascend the massive stairs, they rise to a 20-foot wide by 40-foot long landing. There are stone arches that support the ceiling covered with frescoes 20 feet overhead. The frescoes depict armored knights on horseback, though their finer details have been faded beyond recognition due to the age of the castle. At each end of the south wall, a staircase rises up as the music begins to grow louder and louder. Between the staircases are 2 twin alcoves, each one containing a standing mannequin dressed to the nines. One is in a formal black suit with this red floral stitching all throughout the jacket itself, the other in a long white gown with a faint red corset tied tightly around her waist. Upon entering, they both spring to life and come together for a dance as they perfectly match the beat of the music being heard above, before parting ways back to their statue points as they gesture towards their respective staircases, welcoming you all to the Masquerade.
I'm crying again.
As you guys ascend the stairs fully, getting to the official second floor of the castle itself, further than any of you have ever made it within its walls, moonlight from the courtyard falls into this great hall through the intricate stained glass and iron latticework of the large main castle window stuffed in the east wall, as beautiful orchestral music spills down the stairs greeting your ears. This immense audience hall has been fully decorated into a ballroom of liveliness and elegance. There are iron sconces dotting every portion of the walls with magically colored torchlight of reds, pinks, and purples. There are dozens of individuals dressed for anonymity that fill the hall as floating chandeliers hide the ceiling from view nearly. No band itself can be seen playing the music that fills the air, though you can spot staff walking around in formal uniforms, all donning a raven mask, with a short beak covering their nose, black mask all around, and raven feathers pluming from the edges. Staff is handing out drinks, wines, carrying silver platters of hors d'oeuvres, or just directing others about the room. Directly across from the window stands a set of double doors in the east wall that are cracked open. Farther south, a single door leads from the east wall, though this one is closed. And at the far southern end of the hall stands a marble dais with a single large wooden throne. Red satin cushion and gold embellishments make it the centerpiece of the room, though it is currently empty. And above you, as you all reach the top of the stairs, floating through the chandeliers and melding with the music itself, you see a faint spectral man. His hand is up to his ear, and he's wisping through the air in his own makeshift box as his voice reverberates through the dance hall, announcing the next song. DJ Ravenloft, bringing you the baddest beats this side of Barovia. As you hear an ethereal female voice like a producer tag say, DJ Ravenloft, play my favorite. The crowd then begins to pair up and hit the dance floor as orchestral music rises once more. string music livening up the dancers while others stand off to the side, mingling, eating their appetizers, and sipping their fine wines.
I hate you, Ryan.
Ryan, this is fierce. The second one again. What does the female voice say?
DJ Ravenloft, play my favorite.
Oh, God.
I gotta go.
Amazing.
I gotta go.
Y'all thought this would be scary?
Oh my god.
Oh.
No, May, come back. May, come back. I promise that's it.
Oh my god.
May's like, this is not what I signed up
Come
for.
on, I gotta lighten the mood somehow.
We're gonna lighten the mood. You don't need to worry about that, buddy.
Oh, dude.
Oh god.
Oh,
my
sorry.
fucking god.
That's so deeply funny. Oh my god.
DJ Ravenloft.
You'll pay for this. You'll pay for this, Ryan.
The place comes alive as the music roars once more, and the hall itself is yours.
Is there a bar or drink table or something, like a refreshment table, something like that?
There is a table full of appetizers currently, though you also see staff waltzing through the dance floor itself with these silver platters, handing out drinks to those who want them. They are free to take them right off the platter, as well as the hors d'oeuvres. If they're walking around with it, it is free reign.
Okay, I would like to flag down one with drinks.
You see one female, a little shorter, comes up to you and holds out the platter. No words spoken, though gestures you.
Thank you.
She moves the tray over to you. Dahlia.
I'm all right, thank you though.
She lowers the drink tray and begins to walk back through the crowd of people. As you see other partygoers break away from their dance and grab a drink off the tray.
When we look around, everybody for the most part is like, it's a fairly full room. Everybody for the most part is just actually like having a great time from what I can perceive. Like everyone's just like living it up.
Please give me an insight check while you're up here.
17 plus 4, 21.
The air around you is positive. It's upbeat. It's light. Everyone is drinking, eating, mingling, laughing, smiling as they dance and twirl their partners. It is lively. It's elegant. It's beautiful. The music is happy, and everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. This place is packed. It's got about maybe 100 people stuffed into this audience hall, all wearing these elegant outfits, each one different from the next, and the joy is you have no idea who they are.
Very much Alizzato kind of does a thing where if I'm still holding on to Enzo and we walk in, Zielle kind of begins her thing with Dahlia. Everybody kind of begins. Alizzato immediately removes his hand away from Enzo, straightens out his back. His eyes sort of like pierce. They both go red, and it's like an animal stalking the surrounding area.
When you're looking around, you do notice that Theren is almost doing the same as you, taking a look at everybody, but not in the same way as you. He's just focusing on how they're dancing and trying to take that in.
I was going to head over to the refreshment table and grab as many free drinks and food things as I possibly can on the way. Did you want to come over for that, or are you wanting to stay on the dance floor?
I've lost myself there for a moment. I'm more than happy to assist you if you'd like.
No, this is about having fun. What sounds more fun to you?
I think I will join you.
Then come with me. And he looks like a dad. I don't know if you guys have been to Sam's, but they have like samples occasionally. And my parents used to do like a lap around the store just to get the samples. And that's Enzo right now. He's going straight for the samples. He's grabbing some off of like trays that are like, that should be blocked by people just because he's got such a long wingspan. And he'll just feed them back to Theren.
I will be a little more delicate. I'm going to find a little tray or plate and start putting little bits of food on there for the others in our group as he's like throwing them back at me.
It is Enzo dancing through the floor so fluidly, but not to the people, to the staff. He sees the trays raised above heads, and he's grabbing black truffle and mushroom appetizers, crimson beet tartare from another as he tosses it back to Theren with an empty silver platter, blood orange and pomegranate bruschetta, all sorts of appetizers as you begin to fill that tray with Theren just slowly walking behind you, trying to keep up through the crowd of people. But Enzo, you have filled this plate. with a variety of different appetizers for mainly you, but some for the crew.
There's like a little pirouette as I like spin to grab the last. All right, you want to take it back to everyone?
Lead the way.
Enzo will again form like a human, not bulldozer, but similar, like an elegant bulldozer.
I will walk nice and gently behind him, and as we do, if there is a server with drinks, I will take 2 with my 1 free hand.
Absolutely. They are out and about throughout the dance floor. It is hard to find a spot where they aren't within arm's reach. As the two of you find yourself walking back across the dance floor, Enzo and Theren, you feel a sense of cold wash between the two of you as a slight mist flows through in a small form as it wisps through the dance floor, and the hall begins to go a bit silent as the mist has one destination and one destination only: the throne overlooking the ballroom. Strahd himself apparates from this mist-like form as the crowd begins to applaud their gracious host. He is dressed, though, in his usual attire right now, but he swiftly raises a goblet, dark red wine, his piercing red eyes scanning the room with a mixture of warmth and warning. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests and cherished friends, welcome to my humble abode, Castle Ravenloft. Tonight, the veil between the mundane and the extraordinary falls away, and you have all been invited to step into the world of wonder, intrigue, and delight. I, for one, am thrilled to have you all here today. He pauses as a smile begins to take over his face with a hint of a fang peeking out from within. My home is yours for the evening. Wander its halls, marvel its treasures, and lose yourselves in the music and merriment. But, as his tone slightly shifts, a subtle chill entering his voice, remember that not all doors are meant to be opened. If you find a door closed, let it remain. Curiosity is a virtue, but it can also be perilous. For your safety and the sanctity of the night, I urge you to tread carefully. As he begins to step quietly down the marble dais, his footsteps making no sound as his boot falls hit the marble. His eyes begin to linger on a couple faces as he raises his drink even higher, and ultimately ends on the group of you. Tonight is a celebration, a fleeting moment of beauty and connection. Let us not mar it with unnecessary risks. Should you choose to ignore my warning, as he turns to the rest of the crowds, doing a circle around the dance floor, well, let us just say that I cannot be held responsible for what lies beyond closed doors. You venture at your own risk. He swirls the wine. Now let the music play, let the wine flow, and let the masks conceal and reveal as they will. Tonight we're all mysteries to one another. Enjoy the masquerade, my friends. I will be with you shortly, as I must get properly dressed for such a joyous occasion. He raises the glass high and then tilts it to his lips. He takes a slow sip, his eyes glinting with amusement and a little hint of menace, before his body evaporates in an instant. As quick as it came, it went. As the music swells back up and the room erupts into dance once more. Masquerade is yours. What would you all like to do?
Everything.
First things first, I think me and Theren show back up with the plate of snacks.
Oh, yes.
Paused only momentarily to be terrified of Strahd before returning to the mission of bringing the food back to the people.
I'm going to hold out the plate in front of Enzo and Alizzato. Gentlemen.
I take my finger, put it into the center of the plate, avoiding all food, and then I cast Purify Food and Drink.
Ooh, hell yeah. What does that magic look like?
On the way out, I sort of like take a leaf from my suit. It's a vibrant green leaf that I sort of almost like twirl it in my fingers like a coin. By the time my hand lands on the tray,
the leaf has fallen, my finger has been placed on top of the leaf, and then it spreads in a 10-foot diameter, 5-foot sphere. It honestly just feels like a gust of wind that just kind of like pushes all of that poison and rot out.
Is there any notation if something was tampered with?
No, because it's just from the centered point. So I would assume that, like, as long as the food remains here, if you go out of it, it'll be, for example, poison again. But if you happen to be inside of it, it cannot be poison. And everything in that space just becomes clear.
You can see a faint shine on some of the fruit that has been brought over.
When you lean in to do that, after this occurs and you're still leaned in a little bit, I just want to whisper to you and Enzo, gentlemen, now is the time when eyes are not upon us. If you would like to step away.
I'll reach and grab something as you see like a hint of a wisp of a cat form for just a second on my shoulder. Put a finger to my lips, and as I do that, I'd like to cast Pass Without a Trace on... Oh, it's anybody within 30 feet. So plus 10 to the stealth stuff. We've got our buddy system. You know how we want to operate, right? But let's also have fun. Some work. Let's not do anything crazy right off the bat. Does anybody have any ideas for what they want to do now? Or are you just going to explore and figure it out as you go?
Well, if I may, Strahd made it a point to look over in our direction. Wouldn't it be wise if some of us, maybe one of us, remained here?
I will be here regardless. If a group needs me, I'm the mobile unit. So if someone needs me, I'll join them. But for the most part, I'll stay here. I'm obviously noticeable. He like adjusts his cloak with a little bit of pride, though he'll know that at least one of us is here. Do you have ideas for what you would like to see?
I don't even know where to begin.
Dahlia, you feel a slight tap on your shoulder with a hand outstretched, palm up, beckoning you for a dance.
A dance?
Who is it?
There is a mask covering his face, though Zielle has heard of the outfit described. It is this green, long jacket that starts tucked around his neck and swoops out to the side, revealing a bare chest. He has a long, gilded pauldron off of one shoulder and a long, green cape wrapped around the other. All gold accents down the leg, thigh-high boots that come up with this black tight pants underneath. May I?
Dahlia is like so taken aback right now. I don't think Dahlia has ever met this person before.
You can give me an intelligence check if you like, or a history check, my apologies.
14.
There's a slight glimmer to his eye, a sense of a friend, of hopefulness, and of release. Though his mask covers most of his face and you can't tell.
In a moment of unwarranted confidence, she will put her hand in his. Have we met before?
Come with me.
She's gonna look over her shoulder to Zielle.
She gives you a thumbs up.
Lead the way.
You can feel his warm touch in your hand, Dahlia, and him, your cold, as he brings you to the center of the dance floor, pulls you close, his arm resting upward, as he whispers in your ear, "What are you doing back here? Why did you come back?"
Who are you?
It's Vasily. Vasily is who set you free.
Yeah, that's so true, isn't it? Oh, fuck.
He is the one who would visit you in your cell every night, bringing you food, spending time on the outside of the bars to talk with you and get to know you. He was your only friend amongst the walls of Castle Ravenloft.
Upon realizing that it's Vasily, that it's him, touch is a really big thing for Dahlia, and I think the only time that Vasily and her have ever made physical contact is when he set her free. He grabbed her hand and ran. So I think now this is the second time they've ever made contact in a very, very different context. I think unconsciously Dahlia, as they're dancing, comes closer to him and lets him kind of pull her in, wanting that same kind of comfort in this place. I didn't recognize you. How are you? Are you all right?
As good as you can be, locked up in the castle. But you know that.
Vasily, why didn't you come with me?
I can't leave.
Why?
It's complicated, Dahlia.
You know, I know complicated, Vasily.
I know. It's a role I must fulfill, and if there are eyes and ears on the inside, I feel I can do good amidst all this darkness.
She's going to kind of grab back of his collar a little bit as they're dancing. At what cost?
Just one life. Even if it's an eternity.
My friends.
I know them well.
Do you?
I met them at brunch.
Brunch?
They all visited, and this was the first time I've met them. Strahd wanted to meet the newcomers. It was the first time I laid eyes on Zielle. She is something.
Radiant, isn't she? You better watch out.
You gonna steal her from me?
No, but he might. And she'll kind of look over her shoulder, cast a glance to Theren.
The brutish one. Okay.
I see your confidence hasn't waned, Vasily.
It never does. When you have eternity, it's hard to change. Find yourself stuck in your ways, and might as well have some fun with all this time I have.
What would happen if you left?
That's the thing, I don't really know if I want to know. But why are we talking about me? Why are you here? You gained your freedom. Why do you come back to the place that holds you?
Vasily, what do you know about Mother Night?
Mother Night? Not much. There's talks of a Morning Lord. Though Mother Night has not crossed my ears.
I'm here because I need answers.
So did Strahd, and he couldn't find them.
I met someone named Cade.
His grip tightens on your hand a little bit when you say Cade. Who's that?
Someone powerful who told me that... She's gonna lean in a little closer. He said he could bring them back.
Your friends?
Yes.
That would be a delight, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. I just don't know if I believe him.
It's hard to put trust in someone that you've, I'm assuming, have just met for the first time, but you did that with me, and look what it got you.
I'm back because I need answers, and because I'm missing something. About me, about what happened.
You don't remember your time in the castle, do you?
It's spotty at best. I remember you being in pain. I don't know what happened here.
That information is hard to take in.
Well, we have all night, don't we?
We do. I hope you find what you're looking for, but I wish you the best. If you need me, I'll be walking around. Luckily, not on duty today. I get to enjoy the festivities.
Save me another dance?
As long as you convince Zielle to dance with me, too.
Oh, I will.
I don't think she'll need much convincing.
She's gonna pull Vasily into a big hug.
He embraces you tightly. If you get out of here again, don't come back, Dahlia.
If I get out of here again, you're coming with me.
Good luck.
Good luck.
And he outstretches his arm and fades into the crowd of people behind you.
How close are we to my friends?
He dragged you maybe 30 plus feet away.
Do they seem like they have eyes on me?
I'll let you roll a stealth check, and you have that plus 10 from Pass Without a Trace.
Thank you, Enzo. 13 plus 2 is 15, plus 10 is 25.
God damn, ain't
Go,
nobody
baby.
see ya.
Woohoo!
Zielle caught your first couple moves. He was able to spin you and do a little dip along the dance floor. But as he brought you back up, you twirled and got lost amongst the crowd.
She wants those answers really badly. She's going to go through... There's an open door, yeah?
Yeah.
She knows her friends are probably going to go through that door eventually, so she's just going there before them. She's not like sneaking off. She's just.
What happened to the buddy system? We had a buddy system.
She's just arriving to the location first.
We are going to go back to the conversation between the 4 members here.
Thank you.
As Dahlia is taken away for a dance, the 4 of you are left to your vices.
In response to Enzo's earlier question, we're here to run interference, distraction as well. I figured we'd mostly be in here. This is certainly my specialty.
Great. Okay, so then whenever Dahlia gets back, we can split into the buddy system and divide and conquer. I kind of glance over that closed door and look back. I'm like, are we going to open that at any point, or are we not that adventurous yet?
There's a closed door in the ballroom?
Yeah, there's 2. I think there's an open and a closed.
There is one cracked but open double door more towards the staircase. And then there is a single closed door over by the marble dais where the throne stands.
I mean, if everybody wants to fucking ball, we ball tonight. But are we gonna open a door that's closed in the hall where everybody is? Or do we want to venture to the castle and go open other closed doors?
That seems wiser.
That makes more sense now that you say it out loud, yeah.
Actually, question, DM.
Yeah.
Are there people actively walking through the castle?
Oh yeah, you saw people standing and chatting in the Great Hall as you first entered. Even from your investigation check before this, and I should have mentioned that, I apologize. You could hear chit-chat coming from the dining hall. The doors were cracked, though maybe a guest or 2 wanted a quieter conversation. There were even people sat down on the landing where those 2 statues came together and danced. It's almost like people sneaking off at a party for their own conversations or just waltzing about.
Now, remind me again, Enzo, your buddy system. Who's paired up with who?
I believe you were paired with Dahlia, and then it was Theren and Zielle, I believe was the way that we had it. So as soon as Dahlia comes back, you've got your buddy, and then you're free to do whatever it is that you want. Look back at the dance floor, and I don't see them dancing. Don't know where they've danced off to, but...
Or if you would like, I could also just make my way over to where Dahlia is and remain in the general vicinity of where she is, while keeping an eye out for other notable things.
Sure. Like I said, the buddy system is more just to make sure that we don't get separated and into any trouble without someone who knows where we are. I will be here like a beacon in the sun if you get lost.
I'll do that.
I'll look to Theren and Zielle, and I'll just go,
Stay safe, buddy system.
Theren,
Keep your fucking eyes open.
and then I give him a kiss on the cheek, and then I walk away.
Just dumbfounded.
So we have Enzo and Alizzato also breaking off, correct?
I'm staying. Alizzato's breaking off, going to where Dahlia last was.
Yeah, so then that way, if that door is like, if that's the door that's like slightly open, then I'll kind of do that thing. Like, we'll get there when we get there, but that's also my intention because that's also the open door. So cool, I can go and explore that.
Let's start with Dahlia. As you walk in, the doors reveal another set of double doors 10 feet ahead of you, though these ones are closed. Between these doors is a 10-foot wide corridor that stretches north to south. You see a few Masquerade guests have made themselves comfortable here to get away from the noise for a moment. A small group chats in the northern end, while 2 men talk very closely together in a flirtatious fashion on the southern side.
So we're on the 2nd floor. Is there any staircase that goes down?
None in this room. There are walls all around except for the double doors in front of you. They are closed, though just because a door is closed does not mean it is locked. It is enter at your own risk.
Yeah, I want to open those doors. I want to check them, see if they're locked first. I'm just going to very casually, very kind of looking around, looking at the people who are there. Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain. I'm going to go through those doors.
Even with your dark, sparkly getup, your stealth check is too much. The groups don't even notice you as they are too busy amongst their own conversation as you try for that door handle and it twists and you're able to slide through. From here, we are going to move back to the others. Alizzato, as you are going off into the dance floor to try to find Dahlia, you hear DJ Ravenloft. It's time for the group dance.
Oh, no, God, fuck no.
This is meant to be a dance among the entire audience. It is a mix and mash of partners as you trade and swing and twirl and trade once more. For those participating, and Alizzato, as you are now stuck in the middle of the dance floor, you will be participating.
Okay.
I would like to know who else is going to be joining.
Oh, we should go. We're all supposed to go. I mean, you too, Enzo. All of us.
Oh.
Come on.
I don't know how to do this one. I was never trained on this.
You don't.
This is something I haven't seen
I don't
before.
know it either.
It's
We'll
new.
pick it up. We'll pick it up really easy. Just copy what people are doing.
Yeah, you just make it up when you don't know the parts.
Fine. Yeah. Lead.
Just here. Come.
Somebody
right
lead
next
the
to
way.
me. Next to me.
Okay. All right.
We'll go on the dance floor.
Enzo, you are not partaking?
I think no. I think Enzo would like to, but I think no. I think gonna take a step back, try to keep an eye out. So just like a general perception, I think, over whatever is going on.
From Enzo, I would love a perception check. From the other three, I would love a performance check for this group dance.
Oh my God.
Oh, hey.
Dirty 20?
Oh
Dirty 20.
Oh my God, everybody, let's go.
Wow, it's almost like dressing this way is helping. That's a 19.
And Enzo, what was your perception check?
21.
Enzo, from the corner, as you begin to back off away from the main going-ons, you find yourself along the edge of the wall, close to where Dahlia wandered through that doorway. Though instead of hearing Dahlia and finding your partner, you hear two voices that you know all too well from your guard days of Valaki. Two men are huddled together in a whispered, quick fashion as they pound on each other's chests. Yeah, but the good stuff's down in the basement. The good stuff, we could just go grab some wine, come back up, we're good to go. Who knows what we find down there? I like the way you think. Okay. Enzo, as you look over, you see two men dressed in very plain suits, simple black masks, as if they didn't even try. The one mask has a fat black eye underneath. This is Nikolai Wachter, along with his brother, Carl.
Oh, okay. Do they look like they're leaving right now? Do they look like they're about to take off?
They're kind of like hyping themselves up to go explore the castle, as this is an intimidating event.
Okay.
Being away from the general people and exploring something you've never been to before, especially going into the depths of the basement, they're trying to hype themselves up. That's why they're banging on each other's chests, they're shaking each other's jackets.
I guess I'll first just wonder how in the world Nikolai got in here and why he's so poorly dressed. I think I'm going to try to turn away from them a little bit. I don't think I want to get recognized here at this event just yet. So I'm going to let them hype themselves up and I'm going to turn away and try to keep my focus on the dance floor and then try to keep an ear out towards this doorway just in case.
The music picks up again as people begin to pair off. There is joyous, beautiful music as you all begin to spin around with one another. Are you pairing off Theren and Zielle right off the bat?
How panicked does Theren look?
Very. He still has 2 drinks in his hand. He doesn't know how to do any of this.
No, just put those down here, across from me, right there.
Like this.
Yeah, just like everyone else.
Yeah. And then we walk.
Just look at, I will gesture to the lovely, I'm sure, couple next to us, and I'll say, we'll just copy them. We'll just be a little bit behind, and that's fine. Don't rush it.
Okay. I trust you.
And I know you're going to do great.
As you come together and begin to dance amongst yourselves for the first time, coming close and intimate with one another, you begin to spin and glide across the floor. Zielle guiding you, Theren, elegantly and delicately, making sure every movement is precise, so you know what to do, and you can repeat this when you swing off and you eventually get a new partner. This happens a couple more times. Some people, to make you feel better, are not getting the hang of this. They are stepping over their feet. One person tips a tray slightly and a plate of hors d'oeuvres. Just a small bowl finds itself shattered amongst the floor. And Theren, even after a couple, you end up in Alizzato's arms. You guys do a quick spin before you trade off once more as the song begins to come to a close. And you all have not embarrassed yourselves to the extent of the group dance. Though, Alizzato, as you are stuck in the midst of the dance floor in general, you branch off and you go for your last partner, though the hand you grab is almost shocking to you. It confuses you. And as you lean in and you pull this new partner closer, they are frozen to the touch. Alizzato, your partner is a man in a suit made of living vines and leaves that move as if the music was a breeze. He wears a wooden mask made of tree bark, and though his mask seems to cover his smile, it can slightly peek out the side, giving this confident aura to him. You can see beneath the mask, his green eyes are illuminated by these fireflies that float around the mask perpetually. As he takes one hand and tucks his hair, his long, long hair, behind his elven ear, before resting it on your waist. Wait, I feel like we know each other.
What the fuck is this?
You've got to be Billsworth, the carrot salesman. I won't tell anybody. Great getup. You did wonderful.
I'm holding on to this individual, and it's like I'm processing a million things at a time.
What the fuck is this?
It's the group dance.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
I pull away.
He reaches his hand out once more, as if to guide you closer.
There's like a moment where like Dahlia's off in the distance, the group is separated. I just sort of like feel the overwhelming sensation of it all, like caught in a wave. Grit my teeth and I grab his hand, but I grab it tight and I pull him towards me.
It cannot be. You cannot be here right now. You cannot exist. You're but a memory.
I didn't think I could either. I knew you'd be back, and I've been waiting ever since. The cycle doesn't end if he brings you back. I need help. I need help, and you can't go. Please.
Absolute shock met with a stop in like my heartbeat.
My dear boy. Is he here?
Somewhere.
Kind of like let myself go a little bit before I sort of catch myself, and I bring him in for a hug, and I just hold him tight, and I just start caressing the back of his hair.
He falls into your shoulder as you can feel his chest begin to almost convulse as he slowly sobs.
And I just bring my hand into his hair and I hold the back of his head and I just press it up against my shoulder.
I never wanted to leave you. I never wanted to do anything. I didn't know you were here. I didn't. How long has it been? How long have you been?
You couldn't have known. You couldn't. How would you have known? This was us first. This was you. We didn't know. We didn't know till Alizzato. And here you are again. He brought me back. He knows that we know. I don't know how I'm here, occupying my own body while your soul should be with me.
My aliro.
And I just kind of hold his face.
I will get you out of here. I will figure this out. Don't.
Oh, no, we must keep up appearances, at least for now. I'm also afraid of what happens if I leave the castle. What if my body doesn't make it? Your soul was the thing that was keeping me running. I'm linked to Strahd now, and I'm afraid of what happens if I step foot off the premises.
Let me tell you something right now, Alito. In this life, the next, and for all of eternity, your soul belongs to you. Not to him. Keep up the fucking mask. Stay the course. I'll be watching over you.
He looks at you with those green eyes. You are literally looking at yourself.
And it's like too much. Too much to comprehend in the moment.
He pulls the mask down just to get a better glimpse of you, as the fireflies begin to twinkle in both of your eyes at the same time. He pulls it back up, and with a smirk, he just says, "Gods damn it, I'm stubborn."
Laugh, like a quick smirk, and then I just sort of like hold his hands, like I trace his arms down to his hands, and then I grip them tight, and then I look at him, and then I just let him go.
He fades amongst the sea of people, almost as if the dance never happened to begin with. Dahlia.
My fucking, I need a drink.
What the
Bro.
fuck?
Bro.
I am like losing it.
I'm screaming. Literally.
Do we need a breather?
No, keep going.
Keep it rolling, baby.
Okay, keep it going.
I am
Okay.
gagged.
My God.
I am full of stress. Okay, wait, this is so fun. Okay.
Dahlia, as you enter, sliding ever so carefully through these double doors, you see a 20-foot high hall. It has a dark, vaulted ceiling draped with cobwebs, and you can hear a low moan travel the length of the hall as it begins to rise and fall. The only thing you can see, however, are the double doors on the opposite end of the hall, and they're closed.
A gentle breeze of mourning and sadness. Understood.
If you will.
Understood. If you will. Well, I mean, I guess I don't really have any other way forward other than to venture to those doors. I would like to venture to those doors. I want to first check for traps. I'd like to check for traps, please.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Okay. It's not good. 4.
It doesn't look like there's any sort of traps. This hall seems fairly bare. There's really isn't even any tapestries, any paintings, any sconces itself along the walls.
I will leave the door cracked behind me and go through the doors before me.
As you begin to walk down the hall, Dahlia, you hear a scraping sound as you get about halfway through. It's this sound of stone on stone as it grinds, followed by the squeaking of a bat. Though if you turn in the direction of the noise, you see a fanged visage with outstretched claws and flapping black cape of a vampire bearing down upon you from above with a deep, throaty chuckle that fills the hall. I do need you to roll initiative, Dahlia.
Wait, Ryan! What's wrong with you? Ryan, what's wrong with you? 14?
You're up first. You see this dark silhouette flying about 10 feet above the floor as it is flying towards you. It is about maybe 20 feet away right now.
Bro, fuck off. I am going to throw my hands up, instinctively cast Guiding Bolt.
Please roll to hit.
Can I guide that bolt straight to his trachea? That is a 15 plus 7.
That absolutely hits. Please do damage.
14 total.
Dahlia, what does this magic look like as it is hurriedly released from your hands?
There's like a bit of a fluff as she lifts her hands because her veil kind of cascades over her whole form. So as the veil kind of settles around her, the guiding bolt resembles just the faint starlight that's kind of glittering off of her. Normally, it would be like a fully formed shape, idea, thought, concept. But because it's so hurried, I think it's more just kind of like a few specific shooting stars.
As the constellation itself flies through the air, it gets closer to this being as it illuminates from this guiding bolt, this radiant light showcasing its face finally, as the guiding bolt hits it center dead in the chest, and it immediately, with a mechanical clung, hits the ground, lifeless as it begins to spurt and move with stiff motions. This was nothing more than a mannequin set to a pulley system that goes down the hall.
So he's a prankster. Fucking fabulous. Great. Dahlia takes a minute to like full body chills kind of cascade over her. And she's like, what am I doing? Why am I by myself? This is actually a terrible idea. Oh my gosh. But I would like to loot it. Is there anything cool on the body / mannequin?
Unless you want some colorful fabrics. No. Did you want to check the doors at the end?
Dahlia's feeling really brave tonight. She's feeling
Hell yeah.
very bold and very brave. So yes, I will. Yes, I will.
As you creak open the doors, you see a sculpted stone railing enclosing this long balcony, which overlooks Ravenloft's chapel. 2 ornate thrones stand side by side in the corner of the balcony, covered with dust and strung with cobwebs. The thrones, however, face away from the double doors that give access to the balcony.
What the fuck?
Though the moment you step through the doors, you see 2 decrepit, rotting humanoid figures flanking a woman as she swiftly darts between them with elegant precision. One of these rotted ghouls swipes with its claws before a rapier is plunged through its chest as a fire plumes from this woman's hand, singeing its face in the process as her long, curly brown hair blows in the wind. And for today, that's a wrap.
Stop! That's so
How could you do that?
What are you doing?
Dude.
What are you doing here? Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Thank you all so much for listening.
Bruh.
Can we play tomorrow?
Yeah, let's play tomorrow.
Thank you all so much for
Wow.
listening. What a hell of a first Masquerade episode.
God,
and there is
Dude.
plenty more to come. We have a whole castle to investigate, secrets to be found. Shut up, sit down, everybody.
No.
Y'all are cute. I had so much fun. I can't even begin to tell you how nervous I was for this episode.
You did so good.
Me too.
I'm glad
That's
I wasn't
insane.
alone in the nervousness, but holy shit, that was so much fun. And I can't thank you all enough for fucking
Jesus.
killing it. Hell yeah, we will see you all in 2 weeks, and I will see you all in 1 week
Oh, it's too long.
to continue this
Yeah.
Masquerade. Bye, everybody.
Oh my god.
Goodbye.
We live here now.
Jesus God.
So like tomorrow.
Yeah, what are you guys doing tomorrow? My plan suddenly just freed up.